Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. So allegedly it was said that Ooni of Ife celebrates as Queen Naomi called to check up on him on hearing that he was down. Now wow, love in the air. They say what God cannot do does not exist, okay? So recently we heard that the only time Queen Naomi calls the palace or calls Ooni of Ife is when she's calling to warn them to stay off her lane. But this time around, the reverse is the case. So recently we heard that Ooni of Ife was down with nausea and headache. A situation that made him cancel most of his business trip and meetings, and it was said that he wasn't okay, and we don't know how the information got to Queen Naomi. Let's not forget that Ooni of Ife once said that there are two hearts that beats as one. I don't know. We all know that Queen Naomi is a prophetess, and maybe God have showed her that, and or maybe she heard it from another source. But we do know that he heard that Ooni of Ife was down, and he called to check up on him. Something that got Ooni of Ife pop champagne. It was said that he celebrated the call because in a long while upon all he has been doing for Queen Naomi just to make her happy, that such a call have never come from her for quite a long time. So when she called, they thought it was her usual warning calls and all that, but this time around that the voice was down and lovely. And they said, Ooni said, after all, there is hope. And for this singular act from Queen Naomi, although we do know that Queen Naomi is a good woman, that maybe she was busy telling Ooni of Ife, I don't want, because she was angry. And that is what they said Ooni told Dr. Elizabeth, telling Elizabeth, you see, I told you that Queen Naomi is a good woman and she still loves me. But maybe she was acting up because I offended her in several ways and she is unhappy. She's sad with me. So I do know that I will not give up, that with time that she will come around. At least this is an example of it. This is to tell you that what I'm saying is the truth. And it was said that Elizabeth too was surprised, because we do know that ever since Dr. Elizabeth enters the palace, she too have been finding a way to meet or to talk with Queen Naomi, but all prove abortive, you know. So but when that call enters, and with the mood and the voice the call came, they were all surprised and happy, and it gave them hope, you know. So but some people are saying that Ooni of Ife shouldn't be too happy, because in as much as Queen Naomi said she no do again, that she's no more interested in the marriage, that she's still a God-fearing woman, and Ooni of Ife remains the father of her son Tadenikawo, that checking up on him is not a big deal, you know. And we do know that she will always be praying for Ooni of Ife, even if she's no more there, you know. Because one thing is certain, Ooni of Ife remains the father of Tadenikawo, and if anything happens to Ooni of Ife, it's going to affect Prince Tadenikawo so badly. So that is why you see Queen Naomi will always pray and care for Ooni of Ife, whether she's still married with her, to her or not. Then on the other side, we do know that when you love someone dearly, even when there is problem, because there is no perfect marriage anywhere, like I used to tell you guys. Maybe with time will tell, and there is nothing the Lord cannot do, Maybe if it is the will of God that Queen Naomi will return back to the palace, it will still happen. It will happen. Although from her actions these days, people are doubting if it is going to be possible or not. But one thing I know is that once they love themselves, they can one day rekindle that love spiritually. And when God does that for them, they will come back together physically. There is nothing the Lord cannot do. So it was said that Ooni of Ife was so happy, that she was happy that they have to pop champagne and celebrate over that call from Queen Naomi, from the woman that she dearly loved. And let's not forget that they keep saying that Ooni of Ife don't spend on his wives, on that they are the ones that are catering for their bills. While Queen Naomi was in the palace, Ooni of Ife spent on her, and he's still spending on her. Even when she's saying, no, I don't want again, he is still spending on her. Because all this building churches, buying cars, this and that, is still gift from Ooni to Queen Naomi, of which he's not doing it for the other wives who are even there for him, who are always around him. Some time ago, I heard he bought a car for Ronke and the Mariam and some other wives. And all those cars, he bought it in the palace name. But each time he wants to buy anything for Queen Naomi, the love of his heart, he buys it in Queen Naomi's name. Does that ring a bell? As in, that will explain to you that he knows what he is doing. Because those women, they got to him on their own terms. They got married to him because of the father said this, the father said that, or maybe the tradition. But Queen Naomi remains her first wife, and the one he cherished most. Although Dr. Elizabeth will also have a place in his heart, because Elizabeth is a good woman. But some people said that Queen Naomi and Dr. Elizabeth will be the only wife Ooni of Ife will have when God will do a miracle and do away with all these wolves in sheep's clothing in the palace, all in the name of oloris. Anyways, don't forget that all these gist that we are bringing to you, they are all alleged, okay? We do not live in Ile-Ife. Okay, so please consider giving this video a thumbs up and drop your comment on the comment section. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now. Love you guys.